Hello everyone, welcome back to another video here on the channel, Charles Morris. And this is going to be the video where I'm going to be talking about the Paul Murdaugh driving a boat drunk, that incident that happened. And Paul Murdaugh has been he got himself in trouble with the law, and I think he's been charged with driving a boat intoxicated, but I think he's been found not guilty of that, specifically because his name was Murdaugh, and I don't think anybody seen justice coming for Paul Murdaugh at all. Now, the Murdaughs were pretty much people that could just, get away with a lot of stuff, and nobody thought that the Murdaughs would actually get in trouble for something that was illegal. Paul Murdaugh has been put on trial, but I believe the verdict was not guilty. Now, right after when Paul crashed his boat into a bridge, somebody's girlfriend, who was not on the boat, ended up either she fell out of the boat, and she was she has either she fell in the ocean, or she was, just or was out there in an island somewhere. But now, I think the actual thing that happened right there is that the girlfriend of this one boy had been out there in the ocean, and I personally believe it's the responsibility of Paul Murdaugh. And this boyfriend was mad at Paul Murdaugh. So, let me just take you back to how it started. So, Paul Murdaugh needed gas for his vehicle. His motorboat, or whatever boat he was driving, was on a trailer, and he needed gas. And while he was getting gas, he decided to go and buy himself beer for everybody. And he held this beer up in celebration. And so, it was a good time. while Paul Murdaugh and his buddies were out there driving a motorboat, or riding in a motorboat, and Paul Murdaugh is behind the wheel. And, after a few drinks of beer, everybody just realizes that, Paul Murdaugh isn't, Paul Murdaugh is, not supposed to be behind the wheel while he's drunk. But Paul Murdaugh says, "Hey, hands off the wheel. This is my boat. I can do what I want with it." And yeah, the guy is drunk. But the other guy wanted to, I believe his name is Connor. He wanted to take the wheel so that he could, protect people from actually, from a crashed boat or whatever. And that's still say, no, this is my boat. This is my boat. This is my boat. You keep your hands off us. And Paul Murdaugh is totally intoxicated. And right there, the girlfriend of this boy friend was fell out of the boat, and she was claimed to be I think dead. And Paul Murdaugh was taken into the hospital for his injuries due to being intoxicated. And this is the crazy thing. Just while he was driving the boat and stuff. Now, when you get fully intoxicated, do very, very strange things that you as a normal person would not do. He takes his shirt off, and, he's having a good old time, like he's at a nightclub, and he, I think he gets himself, close to I don't even want to say it, but I guess I'd say getting close to sexually explicit, but who knows? I'm not gonna go into detail on that, but yeah, at some point he decided that it was a good idea to, get himself into making himself look like an idiot, I'm gonna say. And Paul Murdaugh was, he decided it was good that he decided to just, go ahead and drive his boat drunk. It crashed into a, bridge, and he was taken into a hospital while he was intoxicated. And one of the investigators said that Paul Murdaugh was hitting on one of the nurses. Now, we all know drunk people can do lots of weird stuff. Lots of weird stuff. And Yeah, I think Paul Murdaugh was, you know, trying to get, like, into, like, some kind of, weird kind of sexual, move on one of the nurses and that stuff. And, this guy's fully intoxicated and he literally cannot even, act like himself. And so, um, Alec Murdaugh, one of the, former attorney generals in South Carolina, he came to the hospital and he was talking to, Connor. And he said, if somebody questions you about who was driving the boat, say, I don't know. And that's exactly what Connor said to investigators who were trying to investigate the incident that happened with the boat crash. And Connor exactly said that, I don't know who was driving the boat. Exactly what Alec Murdaugh wanted him to say to investigators. And investigators also told a lady that they needed to stay away from Paul Murdaugh because he was fully intoxicated, and this was not some kind of. This wasn't a this wasn't a. This wasn't hoping Paul Murdaugh would actually be okay. This turned into an investigation and finding out how did Paul Murdaugh get himself intoxicated. Well, stopping at that one gas station and ordering a bunch of beer. That is one decision he's made. He's made a decision to get himself drunk while boating, and he got himself into a bit of lawful trouble. I think this guy was just like let off the hook for, obviously being a Murdaugh. And, nobody thought justice would actually be done. Yeah. It's a bad idea to be driving a boat drunk because you could get yourself into some very serious trouble here. And we all know what driving intoxicated does to not only yourself but to other people. And you could get into like some serious collision with another driver. It doesn't matter what vehicle you're driving. It can be a car, it could be a truck, it could be a boat, or even if you were, flying drunk. Okay, all vehicles, no matter what you drive, you're doing it while intoxicated and that stuff, then that's gonna be a very, very big problem. It's not even safe at all. And your chances of causing a vehicle collision or, something more severe, that's gonna get you into a bunch of trouble with the law. And it doesn't matter who you are, you're not on top of the law, and people who get who are actually, found guilty for, when they're found not guilty for, driving while intoxicated and that stuff, then justice just, that's not justice right there. If somebody was intoxicated and they were found not guilty by a judge, then they are not going to be put behind bars. And when the judge says not guilty, it doesn't put the person behind bars, then that's not justice. And you got a dangerous drunker out there on the loose. And this whole incident that occurred before the Murdaugh family murders trial happened, what I'm talking about in my video is, you can watch this on HBO Max. And it goes into detail about, what Alec Murdaugh did before he murdered Paul and Maggie Murdaugh. Maggie Murdaugh being his wife, and Paul Murdaugh, his son. You can watch that on HBO Max. And I might watch it a second time just so I can actually get my facts out more accurately in my next video. This is Charles Morse. Have a good day. I will see you all in my next video. Have a good day. And drunk driving is dangerous. I'll see you all in my next video.